Hi everyone, welcome back to Unreal with Usman. Today we are going to learn how to create a sprint system with the stamina bar in Unreal Engine 5. So let's see the final result. As you can see, when the character starts sprinting, the stamina bar decreasing, and after that the stamina will start regenerating. The player can sprint again. So when the stamina bar reaches its minimum value, the character speed will automatically reduce and the player will return to the walking speed. So let's build this system from scratch. So I am in a default Unreal Engine template and the character is already moving in the running speed because the third person template starts with the higher max value. So first we change the default value and set the character to the normal walk speed. So for this I will go in a BP third person character and then search for the max walk speed and change from 600 to the 200. I think 200 looks good. Compile it, save it, and now when I test it, now the character is in the walk speed, so that looks good. So now make a sprint mechanics. For this I just simply search for the left shift key and I set my mechanics on this left shift input keyboard event, and then I search for the create a variable called type B sprinting and its set it types to the boolean. Compile it and save it. Now I add a two function and set my first function name to sprinting. Simply set my B sprinting and set it to true, and then I get character movement and I set my max walk speed to the 600. So yeah, 600 looks good. And compile it. Now I duplicate my sprint function and set it names to not sprinting. Just a little tweaks, uncheck is sprint and set my max walk speed to the 200. Now I compile it and save it. Now just on left shift key add these two functions, so sprinting for pressed and release on not sprinting. Now I compile it and now I test it. So when I press the left shift key, the character starts sprinting, and when I release it, the character get back to again in a walk speed. So this is for the sprint mechanics. So let's build the stamina mechanics. For stamina I create another variable, type its name to stamina and set it type to the float. Compile it and set its value to the 100. Compile it, save it. Now I add a custom event and type it name to update stamina. Now first check B sprinting is true or false. If it's true, we are sprinting. If it's false, we are not sprinting. So if we are sprinting, then I get my stamina and just subtract -1 from it, my stamina, and then search for the not the branch. We have to use a clamp float. Why clamp float? Because we want our values remain to into 0 or 100. So then set our stamina to these values. On here we check if our stamina is equal to the 0, then we simply add not sprinting to true. Why not sprinting on here? Because we want our character speed to get back to the walk speed automatically if the stamina reaches a value equal to the 0. Then I just simply comment it and type use stamina. I think instead of use stamina, the drain stamina looks good, so I type drain stamina. So now this is our mechanics for the drain stamina, and on the false spin means if we are not sprinting, then we just increase our stamina value. So get stamina values and add 1 to it and then set to the stamina and just simply plug to the false spin and comment it to increase stamina. Now compile it. So, and on pressed, I get our stamina variable and search for the greater than. So if our characters sprint only when our stamina value is greater than 0. If it stamina value is less than 0, then we not sprint. So just put these mechanics here. So where we have to use our update stamina, we will not use in event tick because event tick is so expensive on here. So I search for event begin play. And after begin play, I simply search for the set timer by function name instead of the event tick. So just copy my custom event name, update stamina and paste on a function name box and set its time to 0.1 and check the looping box. Now I compile it and save it. Now I make a new folder of widgets and search for our user widget and set its name to WBP stamina. Open it and drag a canvas panel on here and search for the progress bar. Drop it on the canvas panel and set its anchor and set its position Y and position X. Just now for the person, I create a binding. So on get person, I search for get player character, cast to our BP third person character, you cast your character. From here I get my stamina variable and divide it to 100 and plug it to the return value. Now compile it, save it and test it. Sorry, forgot to order our widget. So go to our event begin play and search for the sequence node and then create a widget and search for our widget that we created called WBP stamina and add to viewport. Now we compile it and save it. So here we are, the mechanics that we made. Now let's test it. So as you can see, when the character starts sprinting, the stamina bar start decreasing and the stamina will start regenerating. The player can sprint again, and when the stamina bar reaches its minimum value, the character speed will automatically reduce. As you can see, once the bar reaches its minimum value, the character speed will automatically reduce and the player will return to the walking speed. So that's all for this tutorial. If it helped you, don't forget to like and subscribe for more Unreal Engine content. And if you have any question, feel free to ask me in the comment section. And thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.